All right, here we go, friends. I decided to make the How I Met Your Mother apartment shell. So this is just the shell for today. I'm going to go through and make the interior for Ted, Marshall, and Lily's apartment later, and then I'm probably going to tackle Barney and Robin's. So you can see it is definitely going to be a ongoing project. I am a decent-sized fan, I would say, of How I Met Your Mother. My husband is the true fan. It is on in our house about every day. So I know a lot about it, but I have not committed everything to memory, so apologies if I get anything wrong while I'm trying to describe what I'm doing. But as far as the build goes, fuck off, sorry, suck a dick. Okay, well, I have Tourette's, and I'm just gonna let myself be myself, and so if I swear or tick or whatever during this, that's just gonna how it be. So thank you for your understanding. I was gonna say that I didn't realize you can change what time of day it was, so it is nighttime for the first bit of this build, so apologies. It's a little dark, but that's okay. Now we know what it looks like at night in the shady streets of New York now. But for this build, if you notice in the beginning, it was quite quick because I forgot to actually press record when it came to making it. So essentially, I just put 3 rectangles on top of each other, and then I start hitting record, so it's fine. A lot of what I was trying to do with the shell and why I made myself sit down and not like race through making the entire apartment like I normally would, because I just want to go through and make everything and move on, and that means I have very boxy, flat buildings and they do not look good at all. So I decided that I would take a couple hours, or all I had to do is just mess with the exterior. I made this build once before in the past, and it, like I said, it is very boxy and sad. And I mean, while there are some great points to it, I'm not going to show you guys. It's fine. You don't need to see it, just this one. So I definitely mess with this a lot, going back and forth, back and forth. I haven't done too much building in the last couple of years. I've just gotten back to this game. Actually, The Sims or Steam just told me I now have 69 hours in the game, giggity. So that's just your reference point of how much or how little I've played recently. But I think I did pretty decent for this, especially trying to figure out where those dang stairs go. That's why you see those move quite drastically a couple times. Similar with windows, where I realized you can put things next to each other. They look a lot better and more realistic. I just went really window heavy just because I had pictures of generic New York apartments up on my phone while I was building this. We had How I Met Your Mother on in the background, obviously, and definitely picked out ones that had the exterior, especially the roof. There are a couple episodes that take place on the roof, or at least some scenes are on the roof. And the season 1's roof is a different set than the next couple seasons' roof when they are up there. So I tried to kind of merge both because I liked aspects of each one. And, since they're both technically canon the roof, I got to do that. Obviously, there's no actual building with MacLaren's in it anywhere. So that's a cat fact. That's a cat fact. That was most definitely not a cat fact, but that just reminded me of Marshall's cat funeral. It was an accident and not entirely my fault. So if you haven't seen that episode, I highly recommend it. I love that one. Anytime they let Jason Segel sing, it's great. Or especially Neil Patrick Harris, obviously. Here is actually MacLaren's, or the start of it. Last time I actually built MacLaren's on the first floor, and then the apartment's on top, and then I realized my blunder, where MacLaren's is definitely downstairs. So from the street level, it's immediately a staircase, and so I was trying to figure out here exactly what I wanted that to look like. Especially because I couldn't get the stairs to kind of snake the way I wanted to, so I was just messing with them a whole lot. If I did anything with custom content, I would have totally tried to find a MacLaren sign, but I just decided I would stay with the base game and whatever packs I have, which is not too many. I think when I was making this, I have Get to Work. I don't think I even bought Eco Lifestyle yet. I have Tiny Living, my bag. But I bought a couple packs recently, but this was actually back in February when I first started this project, so it's been a little bit. It's April when I'm recording this, but that's fine. Actually, you can see the characters in the corner. I moved them from their previous lot to this one, just so I can get a budget or start working on it. And you kind of see in the background, Barney's just in his towel. I think he was in the middle. Maybe that's his pajamas. I don't know. I had an interesting time in CAS with them. I'm not the best at CAS either, but it was fun attempting to make them. I'm probably going to give them each a little makeover before I start playing with them, as I try to just study other simmers who are really good at this and figure out if I can do that. I watch Lil Simsy's tutorial on roofing and stuff like that, because I'm I need all the help I can get. And here you can see this little bump out, what I'm doing. These are just little things I was trying to do so the building wouldn't be a square anymore. So then I'd have to fix everything around it to adjust for the new random bump outs I was making. But overall, actually part of that was an accident when I did one of those bump outs, and then I was that looked kind of good. So I decided to continue that. I really wanted, you can see me trying, I really wanted some kind of what are they, an awning or something, just a little banner, I don't know what it's called, but they just, the spacing, it would not work, even with BB Move objects. Maybe I wasn't doing something right, but that's fine. I gave everyone a balcony, a baby tiny balcony where they can just put a plant, that's it. No fire escapes really, but the balconies kind of serve as that. I know they have a fire escape in their apartment, outside of it, but I don't think we really got the means to do that. Maybe. Ask a better simmer. But for this, what also is kind of annoying? I had to put it on a platform, and by had to, I'm not really sure why, but I did. And I just hate that you can't color the ground to or make it reach the edge of the lot. The lot still is that final box around it. I cannot touch that, so I cannot make the platform actually meet the sidewalk. So that's too bad, but that's fine. Oh man, this is my journey of the roof now. We're getting to that part. So I move stuff around a lot. So the little pool here is to indicate or to reference the episode where I think it's just stinking hot in New York or something, and so Barney's just chilling in a toddler pool, and I think they're all being trying to be too cool to go into it, and then eventually they're all yeah, no, this is pretty dope. I don't think there's an actual bar up on their roof, but that one in the corner, I fucked a cat, sorry, peep pop, woo, I might have to blur some of these ticks out, sorry. But yeah, so there's a bar on the roof, I decided, because they have the Halloween parties up there, the Slutty Pumpkin, iconic little Halloween parties that are annually up here. So I was you know what, we're gonna have a bar with a little area to hang out and party at. One thing I am definitely deciding is to lock the door to the roof for when I actually start playing with these Sims in here, because I in my last file, when I made some a giant TV for Barney, he has a TV in his house that it's what is it, Fahrenheit 451, the entire wall is the TV. So I sized up a TV, and I had made all three apartments Barney's, Robin's, and Lily Marshall Ted's apartments just in one building, just to when I was playing around and making this the first time. And every freaking buddy wants to go watch Barney's TV all the time, and it's really annoying because they won't do the things I need them to do. So with this, I'm oh, I'm gonna put some fun stuff up here. It's gonna be a great time. I'm gonna lock this door to every sim until I feel you're allowed to go up to the roof, because I don't want to be where's my dang sim? And then they're just trying to make a drink at the bar up on their roof instead of at MacLaren's or something. I don't know. I also have to lock MacLaren's too, because it's on the same lot as the apartment itself. It just makes it so hard. Everyone wants to cook down there or eat down there, and I'm you have your own apartment, bro. And so nobody was ever actually living where they were supposed to live, so that's why they're all gonna get proper separate apartment houses, things, whatever, this time around. And MacLaren's, I don't think I can make it a real diner. I haven't gotten Dine Out yet as that pack, but if it is possible, that'd be great. I just don't think I'm able to pick your cat up and fight it. Wow! I mean, I wouldn't fight your cat anyway, but obviously that was a tick. So fuck off. Okay. Woo! 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 I like move the mic away. Sorry, this is just me, you know? We are like halfway through the speed build at this point. Your girl apparently still didn't figure out how to change the lighting yet. But I've moved on to trying to figure out a little table situation. I don't know, I wanted it to be like a casual thing, and then I was trying to make it too nice, and then, you know what, slap some green everywhere. That's just what you gotta do. When you don't know what to decorate with, put a plant. Oh, get a little bush or something. I don't know, man, just do that. Looks great. So I watched like 3 episodes in a row, I think, that all had their roof in it. And so there's another area where they have like little tables, they have the lawn chairs. So I just tried to get a little bit of everything. As it's more inspiration, because I don't think maybe somebody can actually mimic it perfectly, but seeing it as they're 2 separate sets, I would say this is a pretty decent job of like the spirit of what I was trying to do. But yeah, I think I start using the pool lights soon. I started getting obsessed with those because I was like, these are really great way to have lights, but they're not like, you know, non-obstructive, you know what I mean? Like they're not too wild or anything. Like, oh yeah, this is my pool light adventure when I could not freaking figure out what kind of lighting I wanted to light up the roof, and it looked kind of weird, and I tried a couple of different pool lights before I found the good pool light. Yeah, I think these are all weird, like neon, like, look at that, the light just does not cast around it enough. I don't know, man. See those ones? I use those ones a lot too. Nope. See, now it just sticks out like a sore thumb. Hate it. But you know, this is the process. You gotta go through all the crap before you figure out what's good. See these little ones? These subtle. Ah, yes. I think they're probably even called subtle, or at least the ceiling lights are called subtle saucer or something that I use when you just want light, but you don't actually want to look around an actual lamp for your Sims. Especially because some of those lamps are huge, and then it's just like a big eyesore anyway. But yeah, I thought that tiny pool lights all around the roof was a good compromise for that nice, dim, chill vibe that I assume happens when you're out there. I think here my stairs are still in the wrong spot, if I'm remembering this correctly. Become your own friend. But actually, so this is not my only How I Met Your Mother project. If you do enjoy How I Met Your Mother specifically, and if that's why you're here, my husband and I, and mostly it's been, well, I think it's the brainchild of multiple people, but my husband has been making a How I Met Your Mother drinking game for the last couple of years. So he and his old roommates actually started it where every single episode gets its own set of rules. So usually you have 3 drink every time types of rules and 3 or 4 cheers-worthy moments where something cool or funny happens. And so he went through, finished all of the rules, and now he's going through and perfecting them and adjusting them here and there. And as he does that, I will draw the art and just kind of like draw the art page for it as if it were going to be a book. So we're probably going to compile it, maybe not my art, but the rules and stuff for people to peruse and play on their own if they would like. So as you can see, we love How I Met Your Mother in this house. So that'll be fun, but this is my other kind of project. And I thought it'd be fun to also loop in How I Met Your Mother here. Especially because I feel like I know so well what a lot of pieces look like. I'm a cat. Let's go to work today. Wow. What's my cat's name? Man, what is up? There are 13 minutes. I'm eating my cat. Okay. My Tourette's can't make me ride this the whole way. Oh, right. Where are we? Oh, yep. No, so I had to try to figure out some of the interior here. Because it just seemed like I was just worried that I wouldn't be able to, like I'd have to adjust the shell after the fact. So I wanted to try to make sure, and you can see I bumped it out here again, so there's still a little bit more dimension. I believe I keep it like this. Like I said, it has been a bit, and honestly, I did not rewatch this before I started recording. So no judgment, thank you. But yeah, I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if there's anything you would adjust, anything you would have changed. I need to get back to the interior and such. That'll be really fun. I have like a hidden staircase or a hidden, what are those? It's a door that looks like bookshelves, so it can hopefully kind of sort of blend in and just be subtle so that we don't have the characters actually trying to go upstairs or in any of the other empty blocks, because you know, their apartment I think is going to be the second floor. Yeah, their apartment's the second floor, so I'm not bothering having anybody like, you know, decorating the third floor. Like, no. So it's just going to be an empty husk because nobody lives there. Maybe I'll make it pretty, but like, what's the point? It's probably going to make me pay more in electricity or something if I like actually decorated those areas. Oh yeah, once again, I just was really trying so hard to get some kind of awning over that door. I don't even remember if there's an awning in the show, but I just really wanted it. And no matter what wall height I did, it just, you know, girl, it's just sometimes it doesn't work out. You gotta just give up. Don't do that. I think I delete that a little bit later because looking at it now, I hate it. If I haven't, I should probably delete it when I get back in this file. Oh yeah, see? Boom, add a plant. Don't know what it looks like? Add a plant. How do you make something better? Boom, flowers. I mean, that's what I do. Do you want to make yourself feel better? Go buy yourself some plants. Go out there, and if someone says you shouldn't have bought yourself more plants, be like, well, Procrastinator to Play says I could. So, go buy yourself new plants. You deserve it. I love you. And, yeah. Now I'm just tweaking a lot, which is coincidentally what some people call it when I'm taking a lot. They're like, oh, you're tweaking out, man. But not really. My takes aren't really like that anymore. Oh, see? Now my interior messing around. There's that staircase on the side. Originally had it in the back, so now it's on the side here, and this is going to be the kitchen. I think I need that a little wider, but maybe not. Yeah. It's just their apartment is the shape is a little difficult, especially because the width of the apartment versus what I think the outside of the building would look like. It's a little murky, but I had to get a little creative. Yeah, messing with the windows so freaking much. I think there's going to be more windows right next to it now. But I'm excited to make MacLaren's too. I think I did a decent job. I had a lot of back and forth on figuring out exactly all of the booth situations. So last time I made the space big enough to fit literally this, like, a pretty similar number of tables and chairs as some of the shots in the show. But this time I'm just gonna continue along with like the spirit of it and not try to, just because, you know, the Sims proportions are different from real life, so it just looks a little janky if you try to do certain things that just don't work out. Also, I was fighting this freaking door so hard. I could not get the stairs to go down and then the door to, and it just, what was happening? It's fine. We managed it in the end. I don't know if the door is actually green, but MacLaren's is all this green stuff, so I decided we were just going to lean into that. I think overall, or like, you know, in the end for how long I messed with the stairs, I think it looked pretty okay. Pretty decent. Not mad at it. Also, I don't know if you can hear it. Probably not. I think my mic's good enough that you can't. There's just a little yappy dog outside. See my little green MacLaren sign? That's as MacLaren's as we get. I didn't have anything else really for that, but that's okay. Oh, what was I doing there? Let's not talk about that. That was a big window. It was a bad window. Oh yeah, these are the extra little tiny details that are like, this isn't in a person's apartment. This is like the basement laundry area windows. Maybe I should put basement laundry in here. Probably not. Oh look, no, never mind. I put basement windows in too. So it looks like some people have basement flooring. It's fine. Oh, do I like that? Oh, that's better. Good job. Wow. Don't you love when you're watching something or looking at your old projects and you're like, you know what? I actually did pretty okay there. Good for me. Gotta give yourself a pat on the back sometimes. Sometimes all the time. Just whatever you need. But this is Kit's. My cat is here forever. I'm a cat. Oh my gosh. I'm just hearing how many times I say I am so sorry, but I'm not cutting them out because I'm just gonna talk this bad boy straight through. And I'm excited. So I might actually build, I might build a little bit on my Twitch channel if you would like to check me out there. It's also at poecrastinator. Not Poecrastinator Plays, just Poecrastinator. but I might build there just because it's fun hanging out with people. I sometimes like prefer to actually build alone instead of on Twitch, just because I make, like, you know, you saw the beginning, like, it has to look real ugly before it looks good. And so if some people start commenting like, man, this is real ugly, it's like, give me a minute. Masterpiece doesn't have to get pulled together so quickly. Oh yeah. Well, the cheers started floating. Oh, good times. That's a great time. Yeah, I just started perfecting things. I just couldn't quite let go. And then here's another kind of, this was where I made the accident where I accidentally cut it in, and then I liked it. So this is where I fixed that, and I was like, you know what, that's a little bit dimension. I don't know what that would be. I don't know why an apartment would look like that, but you know what? I dig it. It's fine. I do like the 4 little quadrant windows I have there. That's nice. You know what? I made it through this whole video and I never freaking turned on, like, I changed the night setting. You know what? I think I didn't do that until I started filming the interior, so apologies. I led you astray. I told you I was going to fix the lighting partway through this video, but we are 20 minutes in and that has not happened. But let me know what you think in the comments below about this build, what you think of the shell. Do you want me to put it on the gallery? I might throw it on the gallery anyway. And then I will be doing the interior. Bye, I'm a dad. I'm a cat, and I'm literally a cat.